So my wife retired and went in my room, my shed, all my stuff, and she says, you got to get rid of this stuff. And she walked in the closet and seen my hats. She says, either the hats go or I go. So I thought for about a couple of weeks. I guess I chose my wife. So here's the hats that are going in the garbage. This is my Charlie's Corner hat. This is my boating hat. Boating, motor lawn hat, so the sun don't get to your head, because you don't want to wear a black hat. You know, remember AMD, you know, the processor. Then down to Dollywood, you know, hear Dolly sing, you know. Then you go to, like, one time I went to Jimmy's son's place for his Irish Day celebration. And then one of my favorite hats is my dad's hat, you know. We all love Dad. Hey, Joe. And then I thought of becoming an Uber driver, you know. And then it could be, you know, like the old taxi driver, you know. It's a nice old job nowadays, you know what I mean? But then, I used to love to go fishing. This was one of my favorite hats, my fishing hat, you know. Then I used to play games, not for very long. I got a lot of game machines around here, never use them. You know, then went to Daytona. Very loud, I had to leave. It broke my eardrums. But, you know, there's plenty of hats if you want hats. You know, you can buy hats. Love hats. You know what I mean? Change your whole personality. And I met this guy, Billy, had a kid show, so he had the Banjo Billy. This is what he wore through all the shows. It was 10 years. Billy Banjo, Captain Jack, and Miami, Florida, down around here. Then you got the, you know, sometimes I was thinking if Cuba ever opened up, I got my Cuba hat, you know. Then Trey Martin, that Dr. Goo hat, he used to do a little skit. Loved that, you know, Dr. Goo. And then I still think about that Cuba. Wouldn't that be nice to be in Cuba, sitting down there smoking a big stogie? But then I thought, you know, well, I could just go right down here to Miami, right? So I'm all set, you know. And then one of my favorite hats of all time, I have to get it on over here. Let me see if I can get this on. There it is. Okay. Yes, sir, Reward. That was a great hat, you know. I was going to scare my wife like this, but, you know, she sometimes has a loaded gun there to bed, you know, and a dead wolf. And, well, good for Halloween. So anyway, must get rid of the hats or get rid of me. I choose to get rid of the hats. Hats off. Oh, I forgot one of my hats. You know. Oh, I hear the phone ringing. Yes, this is Uber. Yes, Stan a minute. Yeah, okay, pick you up. 10 minutes? Right down in front of Winn-Dixie. Okay, I'll be there any minute. Well, as I says, I gotta go pick up somebody. Again, hats off. Well, I just got back from picking up that lady's groceries, and when I was putting them in the trunk, right, I says, oh my God, I forgot 2 more hats. You know, man, when I was going down to the range, you know, like going down for target practice, you know, my military type hats. Well, anyway, again, hats off. Oh, wait a minute. I think there's some in the shed. Boy, do I feel like an idiot. I was out in the shed. I found when I was going to go in the lawn business. Okay. Then I went over to Discount Tires. And you know what? I bought tires and they gave me a hat. Then you can't forget what happens when Christmas comes around. You know? Everybody got to have a Christmas hat. So Merry Christmas. And listen, I won't forget Happy Easter. So until I find, oh boy, I must be a hoarder.